All right, so super quick, we're going to talk about what it is then that you should be doing or should be focusing on or should be positivity, happiness, the good feeling, whatever that looks like for you, that's what you should be focusing on. The good feeling. But so again, this is going to sound a little crazy because this is how we were raised. This is the society we live in. These are the things we're kind of conditioned to think and believe. In this world, and the books I read talk about this all the time, there's no such thing as right and wrong. I get it, it sounds crazy. What there is things you want in life and things you don't want in life. Okay? So get rid of the whole notion of this is right or this is wrong. What do you want versus what don't you want? But you need only focus on what you do want. The more you focus on what you do want, the more you will not have the things you don't want. Okay? But the more you focus on the things you don't want, the more you will not have things you do want. That's how that works. Whether you want it or you don't, you're going to get it. And so you need to just always focus and only, not even worry, but like only think about and feel the positive, the good, the things you want. That is how you should be making decisions throughout the rest of your life. Is just focus on the good. So for some of you, that means don't watch the news. Unfollow people on Facebook who share nothing but negative things from the news or negative things in their life. Stop hanging around people who talk about nothing but the bad crap that's going on in their life. Get away from it. I made a video talking about protecting your peace and your happiness. That's part of it. Because the news is destroying your peace and happiness. That friend that is constantly negative is destroying your peace and happiness. Don't let them do that. Don't let those things. If you are someone that you know when you're around those people, you're going to get negative too, don't hang around them. Don't watch that TV show. Don't listen to that song. Don't do it. I struggle with my husband because I'm an extremely emotional person. I get emotions from anything and everything, okay? Very empathetic. I feel others' emotions, right? So I have to be very careful with who I'm around, what I listen to, what I watch, because I then start to feel what these people are feeling. Even if it's fake, even if it's a movie and I know it's fake, but that feeling, I feel it and I can't, if it's a negative feeling, I turn off the TV show. I'm not going to watch it. Even if it looks entertaining, it looks fun to watch, I'm not doing it. Those of you who can detach the feelings, that's fine. But the moment you start feeling those feelings towards that, get rid of it. Okay? I don't watch the news. And even sometimes at the gym, the news is on the TV, and I'll glance at it and then I'm like, oh dear, can't watch that. And then I do my best to not look at the TV anymore the whole entire time that I'm there, because what happens when you have something, whether it's negative or positive, is a lot of you will notice that you'll get another thought and another and another and another, and it snowballs, right? When it's a good thought, that's great. You want that. You want another good thought and another good feeling and another good thought and another good feeling and another good thought and another good feeling. So you just keep that going and going and going and going and going, and don't let anything stop that. But the moment you have a bad thought and a bad feeling and another one comes and another, that's not good. We don't want that, because that is blocking this. This one over here cannot spin while this one is spinning. Okay? You can't. They can't exist at the same time. Just like you can't be both happy and sad at the same time. You can't be both angry and calm. Like, it's one or the other. They can't work at the same time, okay? So that's where the mindfulness stuff comes in, being aware that those thoughts are occurring over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. But the good news is you don't have to backtrack and figure out what caused that initial thought. Don't do that. Once you notice that that's what's occurring, just immediately get out of it. Get out of it. Whether that means you completely distract yourself or you just switch to something positive, as long as you can start getting that positive momentum going, good. But we need to stop that. We need to notice it when it's at like 1 and 2 thought, not 7, 8, 12, 24 thought, whole day thought, whole week thought. We don't want that, okay? The book states the only time you do need to go back and figure out what caused that initially is if it's something that is frequently reoccurring. Then it's probably a good idea to figure out where it came from, so you can then adjust that thought. You can get rid of that belief. We can change that belief so it doesn't continue to keep reoccurring. If it's something that doesn't reoccur, then just don't worry about figuring out where it came from. Just get out of it, okay? That's the good part. Because you don't, all you have to do is reroute it, refocus it. Just like when you're on a GPS, right, and you get off at the wrong exit, what does it do? It's like rerouting. Hang on, don't worry. We'll get you on the right way. It's the same thing. You get off track, you took the wrong exit, but something in your brain goes, hey, hold up, we gotta reroute, because that ain't where we want to go. And you know that's where you don't want to go, so let's bring it on back. Let's get you on the right path. Let it reroute you. Don't say, no, I got this, and you're still all of a sudden you're going that direction when you should be going this direction, but you think you got it when really you don't. So all you have to do is be in this moment right now and think positive things. It doesn't even matter what the positive thing is right now. Just something that makes you happy, something that makes you calm, something that brings joy and love and the positive emotion. Just think about that. It could be your cat. It could be your baby. It could be the time you went on vacation. It could be you getting a new car. It doesn't have to be the positive version of what the negative thing was. You don't have to because that's a hard thing to do, to flip back something that's negative into a positive. So don't worry about that. Just immediately switch the thought to something completely different, or go out and distract yourself from that negative thought, okay? From that negative snowball, because we don't want that. Again, it takes a lot of practice, but like that's where the mindfulness stuff comes in. If you're curious about a book to read about being mindful, then I recommend the book called Mindfulness by Teresa Watts. That helped me so much to realize and pay attention to the thoughts that I'm having instead of letting them just run on autopilot. because when they run on autopilot, so do my emotions. And then next thing you know, I'm in this negative snowball that is on autopilot that I can't get out of because I don't really necessarily notice that it's happening, but it is happening. But I'm so used to that happening that it's not something that I even thought I could redirect. Until you start being more mindful and more aware of what you're feeling and what you're thinking, then it's easier to reroute it. The more in touch you are with your feelings and what your feelings are telling you, the easier it will be to adjust it. Because the moment you start feeling, you start feeling a little twinge of negativity, a little twinge of sadness, a little twinge of, just something you don't want to feel, then you know immediately you need to reroute it. You need to adjust it. You need to, and then next thing you know, it will become second nature. It will be an easier thing to do. Okay? So I'm going to leave you guys with that. Just start focusing right here in the now on positivity, on the good feeling. Don't think or care about what anyone else is going through, what anyone else is saying to you, what anyone else wants you to do. Stop listening to other people. Listen to yourself. You have your own guidance system in here. Why are you listening to everybody else? Especially people that are not doing good in life. Stop listening to them. Just right now, don't think about the past. Because the more you think about the past, since again, it can't tell the difference between what happened 10 years ago and what's happening right now. So the more you think about something that happened 10 years ago, your body says, hey, this is still happening to us now. And that's why you start to feel like that, even though it was something that happened 10 years ago. Get over it. It's done. It's over. That is not something that should be affecting you right now. So stop. The moment you notice yourself thinking of something in the past, get rid of it. The moment you think yourself is considering the emotions of others, get rid of it. The moment you're debating and contemplating and you think there's no right answer, pay attention to how you're feeling about it. Don't let others influence that feeling. Listen to your feeling. Some of you might call it your gut, your instinct, your whatever you want to call it. Listen to that feeling and go from there. If it's a good feeling, you're on the right path. If it's a bad feeling, you're off the path. That is how you should be navigating this. You feel good? Great. You're on the right path. Everything is in motion to bring you what it is you want because you're on the same path as your inner being. You're on the same path as the universe. You're vibrating at the same frequency, whatever you want to call it. You're on the right path. And the moment you start to feel something bad, you know, no, get back on the right one. Fix it. Just do whatever you need to do to be on this path. And it will change your life drastically, exponentially. And then you're going to be sitting there like, holy cow, I never thought this was possible. But you're going to have evidence of it working now. I'm telling you, when I look back at my life after reading these law of attraction books and stuff, I have so many times, so much evidence of when it worked in my favor and when it was giving me what I was attracting even though I didn't want it. I'm telling you, if you have not watched the relationship series, which I have to update it, but we talk about the crap relationships that I was in and how I kept attracting more crap, right? Even though I didn't want it. That's the whole thing here. Whether you want it or you don't, whichever one you're thinking about the most, whichever one is that dominant thought, That's the one you're going to get. So when you say, I don't want sickness, 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 guess what? You're gonna get sickness. But when you say, I want to be healthy, I want my body to perform optimally, I want improved performance in the gym, I want to run faster, I want all this, like, well then great, that's what you're gonna get. But if I don't want to go to the doctor, I don't want to have surgery, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that, I don't, that's negative. And guess what? You're gonna get it all. You're gonna get it all. But the good news is when you know about the law of attraction and you know how it works and you learn how to use it, it's going to just blow your mind the possibilities that you now have. Okay? But number one, you have to understand that it exists. You gotta learn it. You gotta believe it. You gotta work on it. You gotta intend what you want. You gotta expect it. And then allow it to happen. That's the tricky part. If you guys want to read the Law of Attraction series, just type in the teachings of Abraham Hicks, and it will bring up all the books. I will actually make a video and bring them all out. All the ones that I have, I am missing one, but I will. It's like sold out on the website that I use. But Amazon does have it. But so I am missing one, but I can bring them all out and show you guys all of the books so you know what they look like and stuff. But I'm telling you, it's going to drastically change your life for the better. And you guys are going to be like, finally, I am living a life of peace, a life of happiness, a life that I enjoy living. And you're going to just be in awe and so thankful that you know how to use this. So for now, this is where I'm going to leave you. I am not making a part 4, but we will discuss this extensively throughout this time I have on my YouTube channel, okay? And I can't wait. I have a lot of big things that I want to do in the future. It's going to be absolutely phenomenal. So I want you guys to subscribe just so you don't miss out, okay? I want you guys to just not miss out on this information, not miss out on the opportunities that I'll be presenting as we continue to go. Like, it's going to be absolutely crazy, and I want you guys to be in it with me, okay? So for now, that's all I have, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you.